much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're on live TV here. I gotta move. Come on. You can tell that I'm you can tell that I'm lame duck because nobody's following instructions. Everybody have a seat.
That might be because we can't wait for the inaugural. Get you the fuck out of there.
Michelle and I have been so touched by all the well wishes that we've received over the past.
That's funny because last night when you started speaking, I masturbated, went to a porno channel, and then went back to you. I had to rub one out real quick, so it's funny you were touched.
Or rarely agreed at all. My conversations with you, the American people, in living rooms and in schools.
Yeah, but ain't you from like Hawaii or something? Why are you talking about the American people? You're not even a citizen.
Those conversations are what have kept me honest and kept me inspired and kept me going. And every day I have learned from you. You made me a better president, and you made me a better man. So
if we made you a better president, I feel bad for Trump. What are we going to do to this guy? Because I don't know. I'm not that impressed with you as a president. If we did this to you, then God bless the next guy.
Began working with church groups in the shadows of closed steel mills. It was on these streets where I witnessed the power of faith and the quiet dignity of working people in the face of struggle and loss.
What about your quiet dignity? You didn't fucking act on anything. And by the way, later in this speech, when you talk about taking out Bin Laden, you'd fucking go play 18 holes of golf with him. So I'm just saying, Mr. Obama. So, Obama, really?
Now, this is where I learned
Barack, what you think about the edges and the Sanchito? What you think about my Sanchito right there?
They get engaged, and they come together to demand it. After 8 years as your president, I still believe that. And it's not just my belief. It's the beating heart of our American idea, our bold experiment in self-government. It's the conviction that we...
You mean you're a tyranny? You're a fucking tyrant.
Among them life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It's the insistence...
And the pursuit of your book, too. You noble fucker, you. The pursuit of your book, right? Who's buying your book? How many books you're going to publish?
Instrument of our democracy can form a more perfect union. What a radical idea. The great gift that our founders gave to us.
Radical idea. We're going to really use the word radical? Because radical Islam doesn't exist as far as you're concerned, right?
The imperative to strive together as well, to achieve a common good, a greater good. For 240 years, our nation's call to citizenship has given purpose.
Yeah, but Barack, what about that echo? They are hanging on you every word like an Adele song. Is that the Someone Like You song? The echo? Someone Like You is the echo? When she said hanging on every word. Every fucking thing you're saying has got a fucking echo. Listen up.
Across oceans in the Rio Grande. It's what pushed women to reach for the ballot.
For the band.
It's what powered workers to organize. It's why GIs gave their lives at Omaha Beach,
Beat.
in Iwo Jima, Iraq, and Afghanistan. And why men and women from Selma to Stonewall were prepared to give theirs as well. So that's what we mean when we say America's exceptional. Not that our nation's been flawless from the start, but that we have shown the capacity to change and make life better for those who follow.
You made things better for us, right, Brock? You did a good job. Can't wait to get to the part where you give your plugs, your self-plugs for yourself. Because you did a great job. Because anyone that does a better job later in the speech, right, you'll publicly support them, right? Right, Mr. Obama?
We take one step back. But the long sweep of America has been defined by forward motion. A constant widening of our...
Really? Because I feel like we're going through a physics experiment where everyone is like on the verge of being frozen, stuck and still. But keep it moving, right? Okay. And I'm sure you're the guy heading the keep it moving movement. You dumb fuck.
If I had told you 8 years ago that America would reverse a great recession, reboot our auto industry, and unleash the longest stretch of job creation in our history,
we would reverse the recession, huh? But you would put us in it first. Before we reverse the recession, you'll dig us in a deep fucking grave and then take the fucking kudos for digging us out, right? Okay, Barack. Whatever you say.
if I had told you that we would win marriage equality and secure the right to health insurance for another 20 million of our fellow citizens, if I told you all that, you might have said our sights were set a little too high. But that's what we did.
For the plug column, let's check off one. There's one plug, at least. Forget about anything you said before that. There's one plug. Okay? Give yourself some plugs, bro.
And because of you, by almost every measure, America is a better, stronger place than it was when we started.
Because of us? When you said you, because of us? Or because of you? That's interesting. Guy's trying to be humble for a second, just to build up to his plugs.
The world will witness a hallmark of our democracy. No.
Uh-oh. You getting booed, Brock? By your own people, your own Democrats?
From one freely elected president to the next. I committed to President-elect.
This guy doing fucking neck lifts? His neck and jaw is very defined. I know he's a thin guy, but he's doing like... You do some shit like that because you're defined like me. I mean, I got that nice skeleton shit going on. Your fucking jawline is very defined. You lost weight, bro? Look at this. Look at that fucking jaw. Oh shit, that fucking jaw. Look at you. Oh shit.
We remain the wealthiest, most powerful.
I've been doing neck lifts and shit. You need a shave. Look at these fucking warts he's got going on his neck. What's going on there?
Our boundless capacity for risk and reinvention.
Oh shit, you gotta shave. You gonna use shaving cream, buddy?
that potential will only be realized if our democracy works. Only if our politics...
You mean your tyranny? You mean your tyranny works, but it didn't. Yeah, the fuck out of there. Bye, buddy.
Particular interests help restore the sense of common purpose that we so badly need right now. And that's what I want to focus on tonight. The state of our democracy.
You mean you're not going to play golf?
Understand, democracy does not require uniformity. Our founders argued, they quarreled, eventually they compromised. They expected us to do the same. But they knew that democracy does require a basic sense of solidarity.
Where's this guy going? What the fuck are you sneaking off to? Fuck are you?
We're all in this together. That we rise or fall as one.
Fuck was that guy? Secret Service or some shit?
There have been moments throughout our history that threatened that solidarity. And the beginning of this century has been one of those times. A shrinking world, growing inequality, demographic change. And
shrinking world? What about your shrinking head? What about that?
Our security,
about that right there?
And our prosperity.
And that.
But are testing our democracy as well. And how we meet these challenges.
What was that what you were talking about with the shrinking world? Really talking about a shrinking head? This is not a fucking how do we learn how to shrink tumors? You were the cancer, Barack. You were the cancer.
To begin with, our democracy won't work without a sense that everyone has economic opportunity. And the good news is that today the economy is growing again.
Really?
Wages,
incomes,
home values, and all rising.
You're wearing the flag, Mr. Obama. Okay. Okay. Who's that guy sneaking around?
Share of taxes, even as the stock market shatters records. The unemployment rate is near a 10-year low. The uninsured rate has never, ever been lower. Healthcare costs are rising at the slowest rate in 50 years.
Oh, here we go, guys. Here's the plug.
I mean it. If anyone can put together a plan that is demonstrably better than the improvements we've made to our healthcare system that covers as many people at less cost, I will publicly support it.
If anyone can do a better job than him, he'll publicly support you. Plug number 2 or whatever, but that's the only plug we needed to hear. If anyone could do better than Mr. Barack Obama, he'll publicly support you. He'll publicly support you. If he could do better than his amazing job that he did. You're so humble. You're so, bye. Bye. Get knocked down, stand back up, then get back down, get back. See you, buddy.